Howdy everyone, Polcho here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're doing the hero spotlight for Shanat. He is the rogue for the Federici, and we do not have the stats for him. I cannot get access to that at the moment. I'm going to be on a plane very soon, so I've got to try and record this before I jump on that flight, so we'll give you the rundown very quickly. Shenat being the 6th member of the Federici, you have a few options on how to run this team now. Number one, you take Virishan out, you put Shenat in, and you use Virishan as the leader for a melee damages squad in clan battles. Option number two is you keep Virishan in, you take Shenat out, and you use Shenat in a rogue squad in clan battles. But if you have to pick 5 to use in PvP, I would pick Shenat over Virishan. I think Shenat offers a lot more. In the season of clan battles, when you're able to use 6 characters from a faction, you're just going to throw all of them in and pray to God that the enemy throws as many teams and wastes as many teams against you as possible, because this faction can be absolutely nutty on defense. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to jump into this character's abilities, talk a little bit about him, show you the animation, and I am going to leave you with that for a little bit. Just a little bit of upcoming information as well. I hopefully will have a video coming out on the first Titan fight, showing you a little bit about that. It's a fun video. It will be featuring Magu Magic, and yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. Hopefully it comes out in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in the Titan stuff. If not, all good. You do you. Alright, so let's jump in and go over this character's abilities. Up first, we have Shanat's basic, which is Stunt Double. Performs a melee magical attack on the target. Critical damage from the ability ignores shields, including critical damage from support attacks. Awakening this, damage is increased by 50%. Critical damage from the ability removes shields, equal to 50% of the target's maximum. So, very interesting ability. I always love it when they have a little bit extra in there that includes in any chance the character has of a support attack, because normally support attacks do not include any benefits of the basic ability. This support attack is just an attack, so when you have a character that carries over a little bit, it makes it all the more juicy for you. So let's jump in and look at the animation of the ability, and we're just going to use this middle gatekeeper, and he's going to throw some he creates a clone of himself and smacks the gatekeeper. So does nice damage. I mean, it's a max out gatekeeper, so there's no defensive abilities or anything going on, but overall pretty basic ability, nothing crazy there. Shields, I mean, that's really nice. There's a lot of shielding going on in today's meta. I don't think shielding is ever really going to vanish unless a new form of defense is created, but we're yet to see that. So yeah, pretty basic. Moving on to Shanat's second ability, we have Mental Ambush. Cast back-to-back on 4 other random allies. When such an ally attacks an enemy with an ability, Shanat performs a support attack on 2 other random enemies. The damage of this attack is equal to 170% of Shanat's basic damage. The effect is removed after the attack. Cast Hidden State on the caster for 3 turns. The hero cannot be attacked while there are other targets available. If Shanat's HP is below 50% at the time of casting, adds 50% of initiative to a random ally healer. When an on the defense in clan battles, cast 3 stacks of Laura Fatam on all allied Federici. Awakening this skill, cast back-to-back on more allies. Also cast Hidden State on allied light bosses, healers, and range damages. Essentially almost everyone except the rogue. And I feel like what I was saying at the start of the video about subbing in Virishan over this character is backed up by that one bit in the Awakening, because melee damager isn't mentioned in here, so they're probably assuming you're not using the melee damager. But one thing I absolutely love about this ability, and I really wish this was more common throughout the Heroes of Age of Magic, is the third dot point. If Shanat's HP is below 50% at the time of casting, adds 50% initiative to a random allied healer. Love it. I love when a skill tells you exactly what it is doing. It is giving initiative to a specific character. Most of the time what we see is if Shanat's HP falls below 50% at the time of casting, adds 50% initiative to a random hit ally. Doesn't tell you who. Completely changes how the battle plays out. So overall, yeah, I like it. I like it when it's, it's exactly who it's going to go to. You're going to get a benefit from it. You can plan around it. You can strategize with it. It's not completely roll of the dice. And yeah, so essentially that's a really good, because Matavi is actually a really powerful healer as well. She can pump out a lot of healing. So yeah, if you are in critical state and he has below 50% HP, congratulations, you're probably just about to go to full HP. I forgot to show you the animation for the skill, so we'll jump in and have a look at that now. So he is going to... Oh, look at the green powder. There we go. Support ability, wonderful. Moving on to his next ability, we have Cunning Sage. Deals 3 melee magic hits. The first hit removes ban on debuffs from the target and activates the Federici mark. The second hit casts Lunacy for 2 turns. The hero attacks the cast buff. So there is no hit list in this, so that's what it's going to do. Normally it's an assassin's thing. Lunacy is typically the assassin thing, but there is also, I believe, Wilhelm that can do it. Alright, it's not just. Anyway, it's beneficial when there's a hit list. You're not going to have hit list. Essentially, it's just going to force the target to attack its allies. So just keep that in mind. Go through, read the hit list details if you want to. It's just you're pretty much turning a 5v5 into a 6v4. The third hit deals additional damage equal to 50% of Shenat's basic damage for every Law of Fatam stack on him, up to a maximum of 5 extra instances of damage. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate because they're insanely strong already. But yeah, it's not that hard to get 5 stacks of Law of Fatam on these characters. They all pump Law of Fatam out like crazy. Like this, it's the newest thing on the block. If it was, yeah, it is crazy. Awakening this, Lunacy lasts for more turns. So the 2 turns it lasts for is the Awakening. So I'm assuming not awakened. It's 1 turn. And ability cooldown is reduced. So yeah, watch out for the Lunacy. We'll go ahead and look at the animation of this skill. We'll attack a full health one. And there we go. There we go. Lunacy is applied. Doesn't matter, we kill that gatekeeper. It does a lot of damage. So, like I said, though, keep in mind this is a battle with no heroes that are applying defenses. There's no leadership skills. There's no insane buffs that are, reduce your damage by 70%. This is just raw damage that you're seeing. Him in his purest form. So, yeah, overall, nothing... the Lunacy thing is insane. You don't need it. I don't think this faction needs Lunacy, but what do you know? You've got it. So just keep that in mind. Especially on a rogue. Just very weird it's on a rogue. And Lunacy just doesn't feel like a Federici themed type of debuff. I'm being really, really nitpicky, but we're getting to the point where these characters are just so insane in what they're capable of doing. You're wondering, like, why does it have half the stuff? Why not just tone it down a little smidge? Just a smidge. It's like, it's just overkill. But there we go. All right, we'll move on to his passive and we'll wrap it up for this video. Finally, the passive is Spirit of Trickery. Whenever an enemy uses a special ability that deals damage or casts debuff, Shanat gains 1 stack of Law of Fatam. See what I mean? He's going to get Law of Fatam stacks so quickly. Every character almost does this. Like, 100%. So the next little part is the going over what Law of Fatam does. By all means, go and check it out. If you read it for one character, it's the same for every character from the Federici. The Law of Fatam thing is always the same. But we'll move on to the part that's a bit different. Shenat's critical damage chances increase by 5% for every Law of Fatam stack on him. If Shenat has 6 or more Law of Fatam stacks, he will reset the cooldown of all his special abilities at the beginning of the turn. Whoa, okay. When Shenat deals critical damage, he casts Heal Block on the target for 2 turns. Shenat's support attack damage reduces the target's initiative by 50%. So, I feel like that's worth an awakening for sure. 50% initiative reduction is huge. Absolutely huge. I can't remember off the top of my head if there's anything in this faction that allows you to bypass taunts. If not, this ability is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful if there is. It's a strong anyway. It's absolutely disgusting. Okay, if Shenat has 6 or more Law of Fatam stacks, he will reset the cooldown of his Special abilities are the speed. That itself should use up all his stacks of Laura Fatal. And that should be a lot higher of a number. It shouldn't be 6. 6 is, I really just don't think 6 is going to be very difficult to get at all. The other thing is the critical damage, which brings us to the next part. How do you want to build this character's medallion? Oh man, I don't know. Medallions just get me every single time. You have 3 options, I think. Number 1 is hit points. Hit points because Sapani gives 130% bonus hit point stats if you're using them on defense in clan battles. If not, it's 100. So if you have 4 substats for hit points, say each one gives 1 million each, so 4 million hit points, Sapani's going to double that up to 800 hit. Well, it's more than 800 because it's 130%. So 30, 60, 90, 120, it'd be 920, 9.2 million hit points, I think. So yeah, you could get a lot of hit points on these characters. Just gives them a lot of survivability, and they're not lacking anything else. Like, you're not losing out by stacking hit points because they do enough control, they do enough buffing, they do enough healing, they do enough damage. They've already got everything. So yeah. Second option is pure attack damage. Build him as attack damage. That's going to benefit his other abilities. Third is maybe crit rate or critical damage. No, not crit rate. Never go crit rate. Critical damage. If this character, and I haven't tested it, I don't know what the numbers we can get to, but if this character can get 100% crit rate, crit damage may be beneficial. But from the testing we've seen, attack damage is just the safer option. It's not that much different from crit damage, and it benefits a lot more things. So for example, a hero that has 100% crit rate, for example, and this character applies bleeds, you would still be worth going attack damage over crit damage because the attack damage is also going to affect the bleed damage. So there's just a lot more things in the game that attack damage influences over crit damage, but we'll test it. We'll see what happens. And if yeah, there you go. There is Shanat, an absolute beast of a character added to an already strong faction. So have fun with that. There we go. Anyway, like I said, I am off for a few days. I have some videos ready to go. They will be uploaded when the time comes, so keep an eye out for that. I will be around on Discord. If anyone needs anything, by all means, feel free to message me. I'm happy to help you the best I can. And wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.